We have an election year. It is definitely something that you probably been keeping track of. It is wild. It is crazy, and it is history making. And with a history making election like this, the viewpoints coming out from these candidates are going to affect the markets. And right now, we know there's two main candidates: Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, unless Bernie Sanders, somehow pulls off a late run miracle, or I don't know how mathematically is it possible. Whatever is going on, whatever it is, we're paying attention to the outcome and how it's gonna affect the market. So whatever happens. But the fact is, if Donald's in and Hillary's in, Hillary has a negative effect on pharmaceuticals, and Donald Trump, would have a positive effect on aerospace and defense, and that's what we're actually going to look at tonight is aerospace and defense. These are the top ranked ones on street.com, aerospace and defense stocks. And I've already put out a watch list tonight to the members, and this one's going out to everyone. It's just a basic overview of the sector, and prepare yourself for movement in it. And it's been the strongest sector out there, and we're going to look at that. So we see the stocks here that we're going to be paying attention to. It's a nice little list. It's organized. This is all you have to worry about. And now when you take a look at these stocks, I'm going to give you my experience and my opinion on them based on my 20 years experience. So, lots of times I look at the indicators themselves. If I feel something, maybe I'm picking up something that I normally wouldn't expect or something like that, I'll make a mention of it. But more normally, I'm going to just kind of interpret how the technicals are looking right now, unless I see something that is obvious. So the obvious thing you're going to see between all these stocks, and we start off with Honeywell. Honeywell, recent highs, a pullback off the highs. Anything trading at the highs right now is a big positive. Markets underneath the recent highs. This is definitely showing relative strength. So if you're going to be in anything, if you're going to be in anything long, this is the best performing sector right now. Honeywell is the first one. HII, take a look at this. Look at how strong that stock is. Also at highs. This is way above the highs. It could be pulling back now. I mean, these are not at the place where I would concentrate on trading. This is an overview of the sector that will be in, it might be actually moving in ahead of the, what we call it, kind of pricing in the news. We have to sell, buy the rumor, sell the news event. So this is kind of, if people know the writing on the wall, basically is that Trump is going to be a candidate, and aerospace defense stocks have moved up as this process has been playing out. And then once it finally confirms and people get concentrated on this, then it starts to sell off, and that's how the markets work. So we're going to go to the next one here and just go through the list here that I have. L8 LBIT systems. These are all coming up on the aerospace defense scan, and you can see most of these have been very strong. If you take a look at a random stock in the market today, I don't care if you're looking at Apple, everything is pointing down. Look at this. These channels are pointing down. Apple's down here at the lows. Maybe you got some that are holding up pretty good, like Amazon. But the majority of stocks here, let's take a look at Cross. Here's Coca-Cola. It is in an uptrend. It's a little small breakdown. But when we take a look at the aerospace defense, we're going to actually look at Boeing next, because Boeing's not even on this list. Let's actually get back to the list here. ESLT. We don't want to get back there. Very strong, holding good strength. It looks like it wants to push back up. Not a big pullback. I don't know enough about it. Lockheed Martin, probably, just such a strong chart. It hasn't even pulled back. It hasn't even broke down any type of, just extremely strong. It's been strong for the last 2-3 years going into this, and we're really extended. It's hard to chase it at this point, but a lot of these, we want to just put this out there knowing that these are stocks that could continue to run as Donald Trump moves closer to the election. And depending on how the polls come out, maybe it moves up into that, and then that would be a possible short into the election. Raytheon, another defensive stock. Again, at the highs. HECO, industrial sector, aerospace defense. Don't know enough about it, but again, at the highs. So there's definitely there's something to be seen here. It is a very strong sector. All of them, just every stock here, based off of this the rating system here that's on Street.com with these individual aerospace defense stocks. All of them are great. You can just rewind the video to get a look at them. I won't even follow up with them because they're all going to be the same. COL. All right, that one is COL. Rockwell Collins. They deal with the aircraft a lot, and you can see that also in Boeing. It's almost a similar chart here. You have this little downward channel. We're in the middle of the channel. It's not a real downward channel, but COL. I could see that a very similar downward channel. If anything, chopping around. Not that interested in those. The other ones we went over earlier, the higher ranked ones, really good. And then, Rockwell, let's see, NPK. Let's just might as well do the NPK also. I gotta get out of here. All right, well, that's not that exciting, NPK. The other ones, though. All right, there's your Donald Trump watch list. Maybe next week we'll start with a Hillary Clinton biotech and drug watch list, stocks that might be affected as she gets closer to Election Day.